hello and welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us on the farm with the Stovers. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, perfect day to get the chopper out and get some of this corn chopped up so we can get it into the bunkers. Cows are they're so hungry. You've got to cut so much of this stuff. And we're in September. We got to make sure we got plenty of food for the winter. If you're new to the channel, or you're maybe new to this video series, thanks for stopping by. This is we just want to farm. It's really simple. That's what it is. This is not heavily edited, not heavily scripted. We've got a small to medium-sized farm out here in Elm Creek, and our goal is just to farm, bring you along for the ride. You can do whatever you want. You can skip ahead, you can watch. We take chores that we have to get done during the day, we record them and throw them up for you to see. Our plan and our goal is that we don't use a lot of easy dev control to add things, but oh my gosh, it's so hard, especially when a change of your farm can happen with just a click of a mouse. Might have done a few things since the last time you all were here. We'll take a look at that. I've got these great chopper, I guess they're not chopper boxes, but they're in-game Mod Hub Orkels, O-R-K-E-Ls. This 5830 John Deere, which I love, by the way. I don't... So the in-game forage harvesters are cool. They're very neat. They're $500,000, $400,000. They're all modern pieces of equipment. It's fun, but I love this old school kit. And I don't believe this particular system is for all platforms. It is public, but it is, I believe, PC and Mac only, and I do forget the modder. But it is absolutely a really nice mod. And then I found these wagons on the in-game Mod Hub. These are for all platforms, and they fit this forage harvester perfectly. You can see what you're chopping. You can see the fill rate. I've clearly overfilled my wagon. Thought I was going to get that in, but I didn't. So let's go over here. I'll show you how we got this taken care of. You can see the field almost done. A couple more rows. If we'd had a little more room in those wagons, we would have been able to get it taken care of. But I've got 3 of these wagons, and I've just been filling them up. This is a one-person operation. Meg is here with us. We got the kids, but she's working on some project. I don't know. So it's just me out here. We've got the critters over there. These are the ones that, oh my gosh, they're so hungry. They always want food, but they're doing really well. I mentioned I did make some, we'll just leave that running. I made some changes to the farm. We had a bull cow. We had a pen for that bull cow. Well, first we had him in with all the other cows, females and youngins. That wasn't going to go so well. So we put him up on the hill over there by the windmill. And I didn't like it. And of course, it's just so easy to change your farm up when you're in this game, and it's so much fun. We brought him down here, and he's doing just absolutely peachy. Little small pen. Now this is the red barn there. That's part of the red barn pack that is available for all platforms on the in-game Mod Hub. This little, I think it's like a 10 or 7 cow pen is also available in the in-game Mod Hub. Just something small, fits perfectly right in that front area of the red barn pack, and it works really well. So yeah, I made that change. Another couple of things that I have changed, and again, gosh, I broke my own rule, but how many times does that happen when you're in this game? You start off, you're really staying to script. You're not adding money, and then you add some money and you start editing things. We had a harvest store here. This was our main source of silage for the animals. We were, had our bales down in here. Got some mineral feed in there. We're getting low. Need to get some more. And when I moved the bull, I said, "Oh wow, I got some room up here." And how many times has that happened to you? There's a little room up here. I think I might add a few things. So we've got 2 bunkers in now, and we're starting to fill them up with the corn that we're chopping. So we've got some nice chaff in there. And this is right up against the edge of the map. You can see these areas over here. Like, I can't even paint these areas. I'm so far close to the edge. Like, it's really, really tight. Northwest corner of Elm Creek that we have, not done anything outside of the in-game editor. So this is all possible for someone that wants to take on a challenge like this. We also maybe built a barn, and I bought I love this truck. This is from Whiskey Sierra Modding. It is PC and Mac only. It is a Ford F-Series. Absolutely beautiful mod. I love it. There's a whole pack for it. It's got a Cummins 5.9. Sounds really, really nice. Great detail everywhere. This is public out there on Whiskey Sierra Modding's itch.io page. Again, it is for Mac and PC only. I bought that, and I've got this 53-foot auto-load bale trailer now that's parked over here. And yeah, I put another structure in, and in here, I figured we wanted to keep the milk tanker nice and clean. That's another one of the backs for that Whiskey Sierra Modding F-Series truck. And I've got the F3, or not the F350, but a GMC 3500 there. So we'll probably fill some stuff up in here. Again, it's so easy to mod in this game. But what am I doing? We're talking, we're not farming. It's all about farming. We got to get this chaff into those bunkers. So come along for the ride. Again, not heavily scripted, not heavily edited. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. We're farming. I just want to farm. Absolutely love the natural sound this thing makes. Real big kudos to the modder. It's got that. Things are loose a little bit. It's an older piece of equipment. It's really, really nice. I guess I should probably, I'm looking now. I had the field of view change. This is a fun thing you can do with Easy Dev, is you can change around the field of view. And I had it a little tighter, but you don't hear the machinery as well. So we'll change that back to normal. We'll just start dropping these in. This bunker. We're not going to fill this bunker up. I just don't have enough corn or chaff to put in here. How the reverse on this thing is. What am I doing? I had a better way of doing this. Hold on. Stand by. Let's get out of this. I'm going to take this off. We've got the manual load and attach mod. Let's take this back. I got this 6R. That's got CVT on it. So much easier to use. How's everybody doing today? It's the weekend when I'm recording this. It's a Sunday. Nice, relaxing weekend. We're in the Midwest. We're finally getting rain outside. It's been very, very dry. So happy to get rain for the grass, for the flowers. My wife's garden in real life is so much happier now. Hope everyone is doing well and having a wonderful weekend. We'd love it if you would subscribe if you haven't, or you could hit the like button or comment. Gosh, I like to hear comments. I really do. I like to hear what you're farming. If you're a real life farmer, or you're a sim farmer like me. Just love to hear the conversation if you're enjoying this game, and really do appreciate it if you like, you subscribe. We're a very small channel. There are some amazing modders and content creators out there. We're tiny, and really you can make or break our success. Every click you make, every thumbs up you give us really helps us significantly. So thank you if you're willing to do that. This is absolutely a lot faster. That forge harvester only had 2 reverse gears in it. And this is a 60, what do we got here? It's a 6320R, this base game system. Oh, you know what? I had a problem. I didn't know what was going on. So I've got this manual attach mod, and I had these, look at I think this is a really, really nice wagon. You can see through it. It's great. But I had it attached to this 6R at first, and I couldn't ever get them to unload. Well, I forgot you've got to attach the air lines and the hydraulic lines. It will not unload if you don't do that. So now I can unload. Got an interesting story about this field over here too. Meg, my wife, she kind of talked me into letting this just grow, because she loved just seeing the natural grass. The house is way up yonder on the horizon. We didn't get a ton of grass or hay out of these small fields, so I might just let them grow. I made a deal with the animal store. We've got another field releasing. I've actually got to get some grass planted over there. I'll show you that if we've got time after we get all this chaff in this bunker. Alright, 1 wagon down, 2 to go. Oh, I should probably leave that running. What am I doing? It was terrible for the motor. A shutdown and a restart. Oof. Some of you may like the manual attach mod, others might not. Basically just requires you to get out of the tractor cab to attach your trailers. I think it's really neat. It adds some realism to the game. But you do have to remember to attach all the accessories on an implement that has a PTO connection. You've got to connect that PTO as well as the hydraulic lines. If you don't, the machine just will not work correctly. second wagon. One more to go. .6R is such a versatile tractor. You know, it can do so much. We've got a loader on it with a bale fork. Primarily use it to dump bales into the mixer wagon. But it's just such a nice all-around unit. We're still plowing our drive paths. You can see that there. You might wonder why. Why is that a field? It's because we've got the Real Mud mod. The Real Mud mod, which is available on the in-game mod hub. It is a scripted mod, though, so it is Mac and PC only. But it allows dynamic and automatic adjustment to the amount of sinkage you get when it rains. When it rains, and it rains for a while, it is impossible to work in the fields. You will sink the tractor. And then for a short amount of time afterwards, you've got to wait for the fields to dry. If you don't, you will, again, sink to the axles. Very, very cool mod. It all happens automatically. And you basically, the areas that you want to have your driveways or your drive paths, you get a very small plow, you create a field, and you make the wheel paths on the path areable field. And then when it rains, they turn into a mud bath as well. Now, I feel like we could say we're done. We got those 3 wagons emptied, but I'll tell you what, if I don't hook up the chopper and go get those last couple of rows, my brain is gonna explode. So we've got to finish the field up properly. Interestingly enough, on this chopper forage harvester, it doesn't allow you to connect your lines. And what I have found is that, so this is with the manual attach mod, if the vehicle you're driving doesn't have the ability to attach, the trailer just works correctly. It's only if the vehicle you're driving has hydraulic connections that if you forget, or PTO hookup, if you forget, that the trailer won't work correctly. Minor detail. Alright, we had to get this. If we just left this out in the field, the entire Elm Creek community would be laughing at me. there we go. There you have it. Corn harvest for this particular season is over with. We've already cut the dry corn. We've got that in the silos. We wanted to use this field. Did I miss something over there? Cannot allow that to happen. No, I had some weeds. I did have to use a herbicide on this field. So, not organic food for the cows. And this is such a just small amount. It's not even worth it, but we're going to do it. We are going to put it in the bunker. You can see my chopper box there too. I still use that for grass. You can see, I guess I should probably fold up the... Well, if I do this, I'm not going to be able to get that 8000 tractor out, that 8000 series. Let's put this over here. Always the Tetris game for farmers with equipment. You've always got more equipment than you have barn space. We'll put this out here for now. I have a feeling, just being honest, I'm probably going to make some modifications to this barn. I almost wonder if I should move it over more towards the animal pens and where we've got the bunkers. I think it's nice over here, but it is kind of far away from other things. I don't know. That's always the struggle with this game. Farmers, how amazing would it be on your real farm if you just hit, you know, the select button on your keyboard or on your controller, and you could automatically go in and make instantaneous updates to your farm. That'd be amazing. Alright, stand by. Autosave is on. We're going to get the dip in frame rate. It always happens. There it is. You can hear it. It's amazing. I've got the frame rate locked to 90. We're running a Mac Studio, not a fully maxed Mac Studio, a fairly beefy system for a Mac. You can laugh at me, I know. For whatever reason, that autosave mod, which it saved me so many times because you set the intervals for when you want to have the game saved. I have it set for 15 minutes. Well, every time it pops up, I'll go from like 80 frames a second, 87 frames a second, down to like 2 for just a split second, and it's really, really frustrating. You know, even Mac in general, I've noticed some just abnormalities with gameplay, where everything's going great. You walk up next to an object that is, you know, really, really, really high poly count, and you just, for a split second, the frame rate tanks. Okay, enough with the tech talk. Let's get back to farming. We've got all of that chaff now in those bunkers. Oh, and hey, you know, while I'm out here talking, if you've got the Red Barn pack right here, this does nothing. And I don't know if it's been fixed in the most recent update or not, but this particular feeding area out here, I've never been able to get this trigger to work. The triggers for food, they're all inside. They're all right here. So you dump your total mixed rations or any other type of food that you're using here. You dump your straw from the upper hay loft, straw loft, right down here. It goes there. Boom. Then your slurry is captured here. Manure automatically goes here, where we got the cloths. And then you get your milk from right here. You do have a milking room. Really, really nice detail on this mod. But there's nothing in here that you necessarily have to turn on. There are some mods that exist that you've got to come in and turn on these systems. Not here. At least not currently. Figured I'd just make that mention because it took me forever to figure out that you dump your food here. Okay. Maybe that'll help you. Yeah, I know, buddy. How you doing? Doing okay? I don't know. I don't know if he's pissed or his health is up. Remember, we lost his brother in a minor incident of me messing around with the time of day, and we've got the realistic animal mods on as well. So if you let their food get to 0 and their health goes to 0, they will die off, and we lost one of our bulls. But this guy, he's been doing okay. No issues. We gotta compact this chaff. You probably saw that cloth over there. That would more than likely be the best piece of equipment to use on it, but that is our manure wheel loader, and wheels are just a mess with manure, and I don't want to cross-contaminate my chaff and silage with manure. And we're not going to get really any more chaff for these silos this year because we've already harvested all the field we've got. So I'm just going to compact what we have here. We're only, gosh, probably a quarter of the way full. But it is what it is. We'll just run back and forth here compacting this. I should probably stand by, turn on our HUD visibility once again, and then I can now see. So we've got, what, 179,000 liters of chaff in here, and we're compacted to 50%, 51%. This isn't the heaviest tractor in the world, but I think it'll do just fine. Let's see how quickly this goes. I don't want to bore you with this, because really all you have to do is just drive back and forth. But I would love to get this closed so that we can start making silage. Or earlage. This would be earlage. Would it be earlage? Yeah, probably so. You can see over there the edge of the map. Again, we're on the northwest corner of Elm Creek. Probably one of the, I personally think, one of the prettier farms we've completely redone just with the in-game map editor to make it our own. But I really, really like this particular area. Almost there, folks. 73%, 74%. It's going to get to 100% compaction, and then we'll close it up. We'll start making our moo cow food. And look at it. It's kind of sad. That was really all. And I did stay true to this. So the amount of chaff that's in here right now is exactly what came off that field. I did not cheat it. So kind of a sad looking amount for such a big bunker silo. And we've got 2 of them. We're about there, 90% coming up. And I will say absolute kudos to you if you're still watching this in real time, because I'm just backing up and going forward, backing up and going forward. But hey, that's what you got to do. After we get this compacted and closed up, I'll take you over. I'm going to show you a couple of additional areas we've added to the farm. Showed you some of the new buildings we put in, but I added a little bit more farmland. Again, trying very, very hard not to cheat the system and just add money. Aha, 100% compaction. Okay. Look at that. So sad how small that is. I almost don't even want to close it up. But I don't have any more fields with corn that is ready to go. So let's blanket it. There we go. 180,000. I guess I had a little bit spill over there. Liters of chaff. We've got 140,000 liters, I think, still in here. 133,000. I haven't put any more grass in there. I think we're going to be okay through the winter. If not, we will have to buy. Go ahead and put this 6R away. Let's then hop in one of our trucks and I'll take you on a quick tour of these new areas. Just always like to run through here and check food. So health is good. We've got 53 animals in here, plus the bull, 54 total. 18,000 liters of food, milk, yep, slurry. We could probably take that to the sell all, and we've got straw. We're going to need to dump some straw in before the day is over with. And I will have to put those wagons away. This guy, he's doing great. Plenty of food, plenty of water. He's not making milk. He's a bull cow. GMC doing great. Got the big boy tune in this thing. You know, we blew it. We bought it from a small town car dealership not many episodes ago. Had a ton of miles on it. We ran it. It wasn't running very good. It had been abused. Absolutely grenaded the Duramax on the test track. Swapped in a new one, took care of some minor upgrades, and then tuned it. Put down like 590 horse to the wheels. Ran a 1350 quarter mile, right around 100. We then put a softer tune in it, and I just, you know, it just wasn't fast enough. So we got the big boy tune back in her. She's got her speed again. Here's an addition. We negotiated some leased space over here with the animal market, and we've got a field in here now that we're going to plant grass. We're going to use this. It's much larger than what we currently have. It's more level, so easier to cut and to windrow. I think this will be nice. So we've got a little bit more space here, and then that will allow Meg to have her pretty grass pastures that are out in front of the house. Certainly if we ran into any emergencies, we could still cut those, but I think this will be good. And then let's hammer it. Look at the speed on this thing. I mean, we're such a big truck, we're running 0 to 60 in really bottom 5s, high 4s, and then those mid 13s, low 14s. Not like a super truck, but for what it is, still a work truck. It's still a safe tune. So much more enjoyable to drive. And if you're wondering, this is the Artist GMC 3500. It is available to the public. It is Mac or PC only, yes. I don't exactly remember where I got it. I found it. It is out there. I just recommend looking and finding a trusted site to download it from. Always be careful with the mods you download. We've got some really, really talented modders out there. Some mods, however, are just not really well optimized and can have performance issues on the game. A few episodes ago, we were planning this area. This is if you remember Elm Creek, this is an area that I think is really underappreciated and underutilized. We have gone in, we'll hop out here. we've got barley growing in here. And what I did was I took some of these fields that were, they're not actually fields, like they're not selectable fields when you go into the map. But I combined all of them. And I did leave the Elm Creek running through the center with, you know what, let's hop out here. We'll go into the game editor and you can see what we've got here. We combined a lot of these fields, making it feel like a very, very big field. It's not a huge field, but it feels that way because of the elevation. Machines, they slow down, they don't run as fast. We've actually had to upgrade some of the equipment to make it work in here. But this just really, I love the rolling landscape of this particular area. And these were smaller fields, and they had trees all around, and they were broken up, kind of like what is over here. You could certainly farm them, but they were, again, kind of weird shapes. So we got rid of the trees. We made just really, I think, a fun area. We've got barley in there. Another thing to note, you can probably see trees in weird places that weren't on the original Elm Creek. You know, I probably sound like a broken record, but I really do feel that you can make some of these base maps something great just with a little bit of imagination. Removing some trees, removing or leveling out some of the land, adding trees, adding fence line, combining fields. You can take a map that is in the base game. You can take a map that is in the base game and really turn it into something that's custom for you. Without a lot of work and not a ton of mods. This entire area over here, I think, is, again, underutilized in the base game Elm Creek. There's our dealership that we bought this truck from. He's still in business. Doesn't have a lot of cars. Maybe he's not doing well. I don't know. We got a good deal on this truck. Now, the reality is, so I used to leave at like dealerships like that. I put a ton of assets out. And again, it impacts your performance. So if you have a dealership and you throw 40 cars out there, every car, and they're all different, it impacts your performance. And I just didn't like that. Well, folks, we got the chores here done. We got that corn all chopped. We had them in the boxes. We dropped them off into the silos. We're just having a great time farming out here. We hope you're enjoying this game. It's amazing that we're already into 2023. We've got FS23 out for mobile platforms. Are we going to see FS24 stuff soon? I don't know. Could be interesting. But it is nice that we're getting some really, really fun mods, especially in the realm of realistic mods. I enjoy that very, very much. We'll stop her here. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time, right here on the farm with the Stovers.